And good evening. Welcome to the Gary Brodsky Show, and happy Easter to everybody. That should have got me cut off already. Okay, disclaimer coming. Brought to you by GaryBrodsky.com, WealthPlusPower.com, and theCultForce.com. There will be harsh language, adult content, talking about sexuality, mentioning God, things that upset people today. I think people today get upset about almost anything. That's the big thing today, this whole victim mentality. Well, I was, what's the word? It's not upset, I'm looking for the right word. Uncomfortable? No, that's not it. I'm thinking. But offended. That's the word, offended. If you say anything offensive, even if it's true, it's now considered bad, illegal, immoral, you name it. They'll have us soon won't be able to say two words to each other. Texts only. Got to roll these sleeves up here because when these arms are this big, they're just trying to get out. Okay. Remember, GaryBrodsky.com, WealthPlusPower.com. Because I mention these sites because, number one, they're mine. Okay. And number two, I keep going over this day after day, week after week, hour after hour, minute after minute, you name it. Guys have lost their ambition. Guys have lost their drive. Guys have lost their passion. Guys have pretty much lost their fucking balls, okay? For lack of a better word, they lost their balls. I heard do that, you know. Anyway, give me a second here. We just start out with a product we have at GaryBrodsky.com. We've just got them in. Tons of them. DHEA 200 milligrams. That's right. That will give you your balls back, your drive back, your fight back, your hard-ons like steel. Everything else, muscles like hey, all right? Now, there's no discount on those. Why? Because that's as low as we can go. So take that into consideration. Because I take it every day. Your voice will go down. You'll have bass in your voice. Not like these guys walking around, and I get the reports all the time. Alex Jones is doing it now. Everybody's doing it. And I'm not going to take credit for starting it, but I started it, okay? You know, guys talking like this. Well, in order to see where... some guys do better versions of other types of guys. But do you think that's going to turn on a woman? Do you think if you go to Match.com, because no matter what site I go to, I watch some crazy stuff like bear hunting and things like that. There's a little thing on YouTube. If you're looking for a date, sign up with us. Sign up? You mean to tell me, let me get this right, men have lost their balls so much they have to sign up with a service to get them girls. Because the guy don't even know how to walk up and talk to a woman anymore. There's some good advice coming up tonight. But that's my opening rant. I just want you to know that and how to get balls. Okay, first of all, on all my products, there's unbelievable advice. Amazing. Now, and all the audios are still on sale. That sale is going to end because I don't need the sale. I still get the orders. So I just give it out because I know the economy sucks right now. But here's just a nice piece of advice for those who actually get dates, those 50 or 60 guys left in this fucking country. There's so many audios out there and programs and courses and seminars on how to get the first kiss. And I'll tell you right now, number one, just go for it. All right, that was quick. Because when you ask for a kiss, you are now releasing all your power. She has the power to say yes or no. Plus, we're not going to make the woman the enemy, okay? You have put pressure on her to make a decision. Just go for it. What's the worst that she does? This? Wow. At least she knows you're interested in her. Instead of saying, well, I'll just hang around with her for another 16 to 25 years, and maybe she'll try to give me the first kiss. No, you're a man, you got balls, you take the fucking lead. All right? You take the fucking lead. But guys don't do that today. They don't take the lead. They see a girl, go, wow, she's hot. Go talk to her. GaryBrodsky.com is your answer. Every piece of artillery you need is on there. All of it. Super alpha. New, great audio. I don't have to plug them. You guys know. You watch this show. This stuff works. You don't need those stupid dating services where, every date is a disaster. I don't believe in a lot of my guys, they believe going online to get a date. No, you walk outside, you see 20 beautiful women a day. Wow, she's hot. Do you walk up to them? No. Why? No balls. Get DHEA, get that shit pumping in your system, you'll get the balls. Because no service is going to set you up and you meet the girl somewhere, you sit down, you look across and you go, whoa, shit, I forgot my balls. Not a good thing. Not a good thing at all. Okay, let's go to the question board and see if I'm even broadcasting. Okay. Well, look at this. The Gary Brodsky show will begin in 5 minutes. Just kidding. Okay, no questions yet. I can deal with it. Because this thing is updating. I also have about 15% power, but that'll hold. I hate these smartphones. They're not that smart. But we are living in a ballless society. And I don't care what you do, you got to get your fucking balls back. Because you had them when you were a kid. When you were a kid, I want this, I want that. You got smacked around by your parents because they wouldn't give it to you. But you asked. And sometimes you received, sometimes you didn't. Well, if you're not asked right, you always receive. But if you don't ask at all, I guarantee you get nothing. Guaranteed. I'll put it in writing. Yeah. Holy shit, this is going to shut off the charts here. Great. Hey, thank you. Girls, they love this show. Why? Because I smoke. I break some rules. I live my life. And that's what too many people live, is somebody else's life that they don't even know, don't even met, but just imagine, they'd want me to do this. Who's they? I don't know. But they'd want me to do this. I got to be this way. I got to act a little like a sissy. Believe me, women do not want sissies. They don't want nice guys. They don't want guys who sit there all day and have nothing to say, no enthusiasm, no life, no passion, no spirit, no belief in anything but, oh, I like you. Moron. I got that from somebody else. But, yeah. So I'm going to light a cigarette. If anybody gets offended, please shut off the show now. I don't want to know you, okay? Let me just recommend a great audio. 2 of them. Guts and Garyism. You ain't got guts, you ain't got shit. Okay, that's number 1. Guts built this country. Guts gets girls. And how to be cool. Because there is a way to walk cool, a way to sit cool, where you will be noticed. And those 2 are on sale right now. GaryBrodsky.com. WealthPlusPower.com. We've got actual billionaires explaining how they do it, how the mindset is. Illuminatiists saying, yeah, no one's going to do this. I'll tell them, I don't care. Guys don't have any balls today to do it. Yeah, it's right there. But no, not your $10. I don't know. I'm going off. Get some questions in. For those of you who do not know how to get the questions in, fuck you. No, Gary Brodsky 123. Don't forget the 123 at AOL.com. And now we're checking the mail. Still checking. Fucking thing. One of my kids. Yes. Chris, good evening. How are you? And you know how I said? Hi, Chris. Okay. How to date like a nice guy. What? Good evening. I'm working on a book called How to Date Like a Nice Guy. Here's chapter 1. You fucking can't. The end. You know, I like this book. It actually is practical. It makes sense. And it's absolutely true. And that is the reality. Whether you want to agree with it or not, or argue it, debate it, that's fine. But you just can't do it. And you should have learned that in junior high school. The worst kids with no potential future got the girls. And not because they had no potential future, not because they were bad, because they cared about themselves a little bit more than they cared about the girls. Nice guys are like pleading, oh please, like me, no, I love Sheila. It doesn't work. I was nice to you, I got you this. Good, go fuck yourself. Now this is a true story. A friend of mine, Jerry, may he rest in peace. Unfortunate accident. I'm not being funny, but he was a neurosurgeon, a real brain surgeon. And there was a very pretty girl at the gym, and she had a head trauma in a car accident. And I know he's looking down on this because this is like the funniest moments of my life. And they called him in, and he saved her life. She came out looking fine, perfect. He really fixed her up. And she said, Jerry, she worked in the gym behind the shake counter. Jerry, I really don't know how to thank you. There's no way I could ever think of thanking you for saving my life. He goes, how about a free shake? She goes, Jerry, go fuck yourself. That's women. That's life. Okay? You know, I'm glad that, you know, he saved her life. But he was always so nice. They was getting thrown out of the gym. They were tearing up his membership wherever we went. I'd follow him around because I found him funny. But that is the reality of life. And I have a friend named Jim. Jim, I know you're watching tonight. He has a science that I told him. I take credit. Told me to say it. How does he break up with girls? Well, I'll give you his voice. Well, yeah, I'm just super nice to them. They disappear. That's how it works. This is a very shortened version. When he wants to get a girl, he goes, I never want to hear from you again. Don't ever speak to me. And he gets them. Now, the entire science of how to apply that stuff is, again, at GaryBrodsky.com. Please visit it, look around, listen to some sound clips. Some have it, some don't. And knock yourselves out while I check for some questions. Hey, and the questions are here. Great. Hey, Gary, can you please do the Yo Darlene line? It works so well. Thanks for doing the show. Hey, thank you for being so polite. That's really what makes the world go around. Because you can be polite and a prick at the same time. And that's all there on how to be a prick. But the Darlene line actually worked. You know, I grew up in many states, but mostly in Brooklyn. And I learned this line. It was very effective. You drive by, and you can be nice. Hey, how are you? That'll work on certain women. Other women it won't. But this is my big pickup line. Yo, Darlene, get in the fucking car. That worked. Now, okay, because women will mostly do what you tell or command them to do. Yeah, I know it doesn't sit right with the feminists. But if you're on my Facebook page, you got like 100 women agreeing with that. Yeah, we'll do it. But guys don't have the balls to ask for shit. So, you know, I say to guys who have great jobs, how'd you get that great job? Well, I asked. I just went and asked for a good job. Balls, okay? Hey, my old pal Dan. Hi, Gary, is your old pal Dan? It's funny how you mentioned the bad kids in school. Oh, funny, huh? It's like bad impersonation of Al Pacino. Because it reminds me of schoolyard fights. I noticed as I became more and more alpha, I'd be getting into more and more fights with a black eye to prove it. Currently, not picking fights since it seems to be a correlation in alphas and fighting. Is it true? It's not that alphas fight or get into fights more. In fact, alphas just won't back down. And that's the big thing about having balls. I'm going to be doing a video with this guy, Dan, and a few other people on how to get into a fight, how to win a fight, and also, mostly, how to be alpha and avoid a fight. Because when they sense fear, just like women, they will tear you to pieces. Now, the streets are fucked up out there. We all know the knockout game is going on, muggings, you name it. Women, too. You can't act afraid. You can be afraid. Everybody gets scared. But you can't act afraid. My brother had a philosophy that actually, Palo Head, we mention now and then, worked. Would somebody who say to him, "What are you looking at?" Boom, he hit them. And he had this thing, why wait for it to escalate? And technically, he was correct. Oh, it's time for me to take DHEA and pump up that alpha stuff. And DHEA builds testosterone. Scientifically proven. But no, walk around, be beta, sit in your fucking minimum wage jobs, don't take chances, don't call people up and go, "Hey, let's do something tonight, let's have some fun, let's get wild, let's get crazy." Because she'll say yes. And if she says yes, a lot of guys run out of the house, hide in bushes. Overcoming fear. How to approach anxiety. Right there at GaryBrodsky.com. With my sodi. Yeah. All right. Renee. Renee will talk after the show. Hey, Renee, remember this? Okay, I'm getting a little out of hand here. My chair, one of the screws fell out, so you can basically say I have a screw loose tonight. All right, questions, GaryBrodsky123.com. Cigarettes right here. Remember, when this guy used to carry cigarettes here? Oh, the T-shirt. Now, "Oh, you're smoking. I can't be in the room with you." Hey, I get that all the time. Hey, this is my fucking office, my fucking rules. But nobody comes in here. It's like, "Can you please not smoke? It's just really what men have become is a joke. It is a laughing stock. And I try not to fight anymore. I'll tell you why. Because right now, these days, not only will you get arrested, and they'll take away any permits you have, rifle, pistol, you name it, but they will sue the fucking shit out of you. Years ago, it was like, "All right, break it up." That was it. Break it up. The cops came and said, "All right, yeah, break it up here. All right. You go home. You wait 10 minutes to stay here, then you go home." That was it. Now we have a nanny-state society where being alpha is almost a crime, but it's not. But being alpha will get you laid. This guy Dan knows. I'm glad he's got some time out to get on the show and help out with some questions. Nothing is as good as getting that smoke in your eyes. I like the title of this. Dating sites are for jerk-offs. That's in Brooklyn. Everything's a question. What am I, fucking jerk-off? What was the asshole? Sorry, Chris, didn't get the question. What am I, a fucking idiot? I really shouldn't be doing this. Fuck it. I have a female coworker gossiping to other female coworkers about some jerk-off she was talking to on some dating site. He wouldn't meet for coffee because of some apparent bad previous experience. I'm just trying to think of the bad experience you could have meeting for coffee, but what the hell. She asked my opinion. I said he should be a fucking man and get over it. Besides, how does he expect to sleep with you when he doesn't even have a dick or a spine? Some women just burst out laughing. Yeah, she knows what the story is. One of my friends just popped in and saying hello. Don't say my name. You have the most common name in the English language. My bathroom was named after it, but I'm not going to say your name, okay? Just let me know he's watching the show. I guess the Oscars aren't on tonight, right? It's a joke. I had some jokes tonight, but I just can't remember. I'd love to answer this question. Okay, my phone went upside down for a second. I was holding it upside down. That happens. Gary, what are the best tips you can give to us guys still in high school? It's been like 6 years. What, you don't graduate? To act like those scumbag assholes with no future. Very simple. Well, first of all, we have an audio program, if you can handle it, called 2 Words That Will Get You Laid All the Time. And there's a couple of other ones. Make attraction, break attraction. And that's very important. And that is basically the core. All the details are on the audios, but this is the core of what's on those. The best word you can say to a girl, aside from hi, how are you, is, okay, I gotta run. I gotta take care of something. Saying goodbye is more important than saying hello. And my friend Scotty helped me out with that one. It's great. Make attraction, and you got to break it. That's what really gets them interested. That creates the mystery, the awe of making you look like a man. Because you've all seen it in a bar, right? Some dickhead goes over to some girl. He starts talking. And you say, oh, the guy's talking to a girl. You look back 5 minutes later, the girl is talking to another girl, and he's standing there like a fucking dick. Why? He stayed too long. It's all there. Make attraction, break attraction at GaryBrodsky.com. Because you could use that anywhere. Hey, you know, I gotta run. Boom, she wants you. It's a simple science, but explain in detail on make attraction, break attraction. If it's not on sale, it's still way worth more than the price of admission. I never knew you had blue eyes. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. See, women watch this show. I should advertise Tampax on the show for the men. No, not the guys who watch. You know what I mean. Men in general. So that's little things like this. Okay. Years ago, I used to live with girls like from age 15. I don't care. Hey, I'm living with a girl when you moved in 2 hours ago. They'd always ask this question, could you go down to the drugstore and get me Tampax? Yeah, sure, I'd love to. You know, if you want to do something, do it with enthusiasm. I used to love to do that. And they'd give me the box. I don't know which ones to get. I always tell you, where are these here? And I'd pick up the girl in the store because that's guts. I'm afraid. Yeah, that's the guys today. I mean, Dan knows this shit. He's laughing right now. Yeah, I was the guy when I was young who'd go in and buy. I didn't know they were called condoms or prophylactics. We called them scumbags. Hi, how you doing? Good. Give me a pack of scumbags. What are you doing later? The girl would turn red, blush, boom, nailed her. Why? Guts. You act with balls, you get girls. Lonnie Tuesday goes out. Thank you. Pretty good, huh? Now, for a cigarette. Get your questions. Get to GaryBrodsky.com. Get your questions in. GaryBrodsky123 at AOL.com. Now we may as well do some jokes, if I can think of any. Yeah. Okay, smoking your eyes again, that happens. Anyway, back to guys without balls. It doesn't matter what dating service you use, where you go, online, offline, any way you can get them. Fine. When you show up without balls, they're gone. They're gone. You show up with balls, they're there. And that's why I keep urging you to GaryBrodsky.com. This stuff is researched, tested over years by U.S. intelligence. That's where I get all my info from. And practical application. This stuff is tested again and again. You see guys today look like shit. Since when is it cool to look like a skinny, they used to make fun of them, the 90-pound weakling? That's what most guys look like. And they're all so trendy. It's like, well, I think, yeah. I can't even hear them anymore. It drowns out. But that voice, I get calls, seriously, day and night. I don't have to get another phone line in hand. That's not a joke, because they already ordered it. Because everybody seems they need this desire to call, and I appreciate it, to report, hey, I heard that voice today. And I have girls imitating it all over. Hey, I met a guy that came up and said, "Nye." That's how guys sound, okay? That is not getting you laid. You take the HEA, in 4 hours you got a deep voice. You sound like Barry White if you want to. Works. And that has been proven. The Power of Voice, GaryBrodsky.com. Check it out. Ways to use your voice to get a girl in bed. Yeah, but guys don't use their voice. They don't use their posture. They don't use shit anymore. They hope some girl's not going to go, hi, I've decided to come and live with you. Huh? That's great. Doesn't happen, okay? Or I'll be nice to a girl, I'll get sex back in return. Doesn't happen. I'm not saying, be an asshole, but knowing how to be kind is not the same as being nice. Being nice when you overextend yourself, like you overextend a punch, and you're trying to get approval. Okay to be nice, but not okay to try to get approval. That's when the guys say, I have 5 cars, 12 houses, 16 boats, and a horse. Now do you like me? Oh, now I didn't tell me that. They have to like you. Nikki, how you doing? Nick. Hey, Gary. I hear a lot of people saying that talk. Okay. I'll now start again reading at a normal pace. Hey, Gary. I hear a lot of people that say, I don't know why, because I should wear glasses. I would try it again. Ready, Nick? Here we go. Hey, Gary. I hear a lot of people that talk about success saying that sleep is for suckers and that you should only sleep when you're dead. On the contrary, I see other people saying get as much sleep as you can. You'll feel much better. What side are you on with? It's not a theoretical question. Sleep. If any of you guys work out, you know the best thing for your muscles is sleep. If anybody's been depressed, and this was done by Dr. Vern Cheretenko, experiment in a mental facility. They used to have people make them get up and do work. They're still miserable, depressed. All they want to do is sleep. Well, he let them sleep. And guess what? They healed. Because sleep regenerates you. If you don't sleep for like, I think, 20 hours, it's like having one drink. So if you want to work drunk, yeah, it looks good. No, sleep deprivation is the #1 most effective torture on the planet. I used to tell my brother it worked. Oh, you got to sleep. Are you kidding? That's what people say. Did you sleep with her? They don't say, did you stay awake and her bang her? So you gotta sleep is so important. It's in everything. The big sleep, it wasn't called the big awake. I have no idea what you're saying here, but this is funny. I gotta read this. Yo, Gary, it hasn't been 6 years. What do you think I am? A fucking horse? Okay. By the way, I'm graduating in a few months. It was just a joke. Uh, I got to turn to your show at a young age, fortunately. Gee, I was just being funny. But that's great, a fucking horse. Because unfortunately, most young guys today are, I hadn't, for lack of a better word, a fucking horse. Because they look at that stupid horse face. All it takes is one girl to blow them off, and they are done with women for life. That's like going to a restaurant and we're sorry, we're closed now. That's it. I'm not fucking eating again. What do you think? You know, I don't know how guys can stay without a girl. When I was like 14 years old, I was appropriating vehicles to get blown by prostitutes. That's what we had when I was younger. Dan, you should be counting the years on this one. We had high testosterone. That's why I'm pushing DHEA. It's proven to work. Cannot be sold in Canada. Why? It gives men an unfair advantage over women. We don't want to do that. Now do it. DHEA is at Gary Brodsky. Drop down menu supplements. It's right there. Sorry, I cannot put it on sale. I'm making like $9 a bottle. We sell a lot of them. And we are fully stocked. They're all over there. That way. Here's a lot of questions. Males versus men. I like that. Because males is for animals and men is for human beings. Before I read the question. Although I find a lot of fucking fruitcake quote and males everywhere, I hear a lot of horror stories from women, all on the fruitcakes on dating sites. Yes, it's so surreal every time I hear these stories. I even had one guy on the phone complain to me because my voice was too deep. Oh, that happens a lot. They couldn't understand me. Jesus fucking Christ. The program has gone way too far. Oh, they're only beginning. They're only beginning. But Chris, think about this. Think, like Khan would say, in today's world, how much you can get by being alpha. You have no competition. Very little. Really, it's the world that's, you know, a little crazy now, a little feminized, way estronized, but think of the possibilities you can get because you're alpha and they're not. And if you want to learn how to be alpha, again, GaryBrodsky.com. Gary, you read my mind. I'm chuckling. My voice, that voice is everywhere. Isn't that insane, right? These program guys are hilarious. They need bass like us. Also, can't wait for my, yep, they're already on their way. Sounds like a really good push. And something you made for amazing high energy. Now, I've always had a fantasy about getting blown in the club, bar, a fast-moving scenario. So it's pushing it to ask after charming her. No. The longer you wait, the less your chances. I feel like that's fast seduction right there. Yep. Tell me your experiences, please. Okay, I'll tell you one happened a couple of years ago, just really quick. I was talking to this girl. She was slightly overweight, but she was cute. She was funny. And the conversation died down. And pretty much we were the only people in the bar. I said, hey, how about you meet BJ in the bathroom? I think I could take a slap tonight. She goes, okay. And I've gotten more yeses. In fact, I can't even know. Because women will, and pimps know this. Now, pimps are not exactly the most educated people in the world. Okay? They know if you tell a woman to do something, they're liable and most apt to do it. 80%. That's pretty good odds. But if you say nothing and ask for nothing, you're going to get nothing. That's 100%. 100%. And yes, there's a sale at a furniture store. All you got to do is look at the site once. and they know. And it's pretty scary out there. Yeah, the sofa behind me, which is back there somewhere, I bought that. Actually, I didn't buy it. Somebody gave it to me. But they showed it to me on my computer. And now, every 3 hours, I get an email about I should get more sofas. Yeah, I wish I had enough funding to get every sofa offered to me. I gotta start a sofa museum. Come in and check these out. But yeah, that's when technology overdoes itself. Hey, Mo pal, Jason. I was wondering where you've been. Gary, Jason here. All right. How could men fall for this new bullshit movement instead of standing up as a man and getting lots of women? Jason, I don't know how they fell for it. I don't know. But not only are they falling for it, they're promoting it. They're telling other guys to do it. You go for a job now, I don't care what job it is. We're going to teach you first. The job? No. Fuck the job. We're going to teach you how to talk to women. They say we have a rape culture going now. So you think in the 60s, people in offices were running around with no pants on, chasing women. Nothing could be further from the truth. Men in the 60s looked like men, act like men. In the 70s, in the 80s, and the 90s, it started coming apart. Really, it's just, men look like little kids now. I don't care if they're 30, 40, or 50. They act and look like little fucking kids. Me? No. You guys? I know you. No. But you see what I'm talking about. You see how they look? And men, I was like, I need a girl. Do you love her? Do you like her? No. Why can't you even have those emotions? That love is the emotion of power. Love does conquer all. Guys don't even love women anymore because they hate themselves too much. It's gotten that bad. So, of course, what's going to happen? Women are going to start to hate themselves. That's why you got to lead everywhere. Thoughts, actions, everything. Andre, how are you? Twist. Andre. Hey, Gary, I have sex with escorts and prostitutes without paying, and one of them begs me to come over and fuck every time I contact her. A lot of them love or lust after me. Keep it going, Gary. From Andre. Andre, sounds like you got your life set well. I don't know where you live, but I'm moving there. Now, I know what Andre means, and this is true. I think prostitutes make great girlfriends, and if you treat them right, and Andre knows how, you're going to get them. A salute to Andre. All right, John, the healer. But before I get to him, so I say on this show, I spent about a half hour checking. And I won't say this, I won't say that. I didn't read it. So if this gets all shut off. Okay, new alpha pickup line. And this just makes so much sense. Instead of waiting for someone to introduce us, I want to walk over here and introduce myself. That is, hi, please allow me to introduce myself. It's a great line. Because it's not really a line, it's an introduction, it's a bridge. And by the way, John, thank you so much for that testimonial. The girls love it. By the way, this is the problem I have, John. The girls love the stuff, the guys are afraid of it. It's sad, isn't it? Guys need to ball the fuck up. I gotta turn this off so it can reset. I showed one guy a knife at the show, and he's like, oh my God, put that away, put that away. That's what guys become. I have guys that are going, why do you have big arms? You want to find out? You know, hey, Brooklyn, come here. You want to find out? Actually, Palehead, I spoke to him, does not really have a high voice, but impersonation, he seems like you would like, we go with that. He's crazy. He really is as crazy. Because I tell people, when you pay $500 to go on a webinar with Palehead, and it's usually for 5 minutes, go, yeah, I pay. Oh yeah, I don't care if I have to sell my car, I would pay. Because he thinks he's normal. That's the scary part of him. I live with him. Talk about street fights. You could tell my nose has been broken more than once. Actually, I was offered a nose job that once. I said, why? It's going to be broken in about 3 days anyway. More questions, more questions. Wow, lots of questions. You know what that means? More questions means more soda. It's not the same without the songs. But there's one schmuck out there, I use the word schmuck because it fits him, who calls and sends endless letters to you going, he used this song, he used this song. That's what men are today, okay? Think about what your advantages of being alpha. You get them all. You get them all. Scott, he gets one night. And he says, you think I'm mastering the game yet? Well, let's see, Scott. You get one a night. You don't sleep alone ever. You get a different girl every day. How could you do better than that? Like, I have to. I said, okay, that's the alpha attitude. Sorry about the soda breaking out the music, but if I play the music, you'll never see this again. All ranting aside from earlier, if I buy a soda on a coffee date and some schmuck gives me shit for drinking soda, is giving that schmuck pee-pee pants during the date a good or bad idea? Years ago, it was a good idea. Now you'll sit in court and in jail. That's the world we have today. I'm telling on you, I'm telling on you, I'm telling on you. It's disgusting. I always like to scare the guy down. Why are you putting soda into your body? What if I put this in your fucking face? Huh? Near look. What if I put this in your face? What do you think of that, huh? Believe me, if the guy is complaining about your diet, you don't have to worry about him beating your ass. Perfect, Jason. Victor, how are you? I can't get into the blood moon right now, but it is great for rituals. It's even mentioned many times in the Bible. And the moon will turn as red as blood, and the sky is black as sackcloth. I don't think God is happy with this whole new agenda we have here. Pro-women, I can't say it. You can't be pro all these new things and pro-God at the same time. I just have to say that. So this show goes off. I said God. Johnny again. Joke. Okay, it's funny. Gary, what are the first steps for men to be able to feel love again? Loving yourself. It seems to me that some lost respect for women in general, and I want to be able to give them advice. They've lost love for themselves. That's basically it. If you lose love for yourself, you can't love anybody else. So the basic thing is And I know it's going to sound crazy, but this also get you women, money, everything. How to get, and the answer is with the question, everything by appreciating what you already have. And appreciating what you are. Not what you can be, not what you will be. Because you'll never get there unless you appreciate what you are right now at this moment. Oh, yeah, it'll still work, David. Big time. If you remember where you buried it. Actually, you're supposed to do that, and I usually do that before I send them out. But it's really amazing the power you can generate with that. Mine is so powerful, I've turned it off. Just for a while. But the super armies, as somebody mentioned, yeah, you can't get into arguments and everybody is attracted to you. And that's a Gary Brodsky again, drop down menu, supplements, GaryBrodsky.com. Keep hitting it because I need to get up in the ratings. All those guys who call themselves PUAs, pussy eunuchs and assholes. But that doesn't really, because eunuch starts with E, I know that. Okay, and some really big advice coming up very soon. Tonight. Okay, John, you got it. Looking forward, actually, very, very forward. I need some help. And John is a man. You need help, he's there to help you. Most men won't help you do bench press in a gym. I mean, it's like this. Hey, can you throw me a spot? Pinocchio! That's how they go. I don't understand it. I got to stop doing these impressions because I'm afraid it's going to become part of my character. But I hear that voice. I see the mannerisms. I see guys don't know how to walk anymore. If you want to know how to walk and sit and act like a man, go to packages. You can get all 4 DVDs. Download, watch it tonight or whatever night you want. You have them forever. It has the occult force, male and female energies, how to work out, walk like a man, sit like a man, attract women by the way you walk, intimidate the shit out of men by the way you walk and sit, and how to pick up beautiful women. All for $20. GaryBrodsky.com packages. Okay, we're winding down. Get your questions in. Have to drink more soda. I got to. I don't know why. Because it's nice and cold. And yeah, shut up. I know. Good question, but I can't answer it now. Yeah, my advice. The New World Order. Let's talk about that for a second. Their kids do not play PlayStations. Their kids do not read Harry Potter. Their kids do not watch television. Oh, they set up that shit for you. They read the classics, does the classical music. They learn how to speak correctly. You have no idea how important that is. Nobody ever got a job by going, yo, motherfucker, where can you get me a job here? Doesn't work. Business, women, everything. The biggest turn on a guy can have outside of confidence, which you know about, is being intelligent. You've got to learn to speak intelligently. All right? It's funny. Oh, okay, these 3 fucking guys, right? They come up to me. Yeah, but no. In reality, to succeed in life, you must learn to speak eloquently, intelligently, and punctuate your sentence. And have a voice that doesn't get people fucking annoyed. Thank you. Well, time for another cigarette. What do you think of that? Ignore those noises in the background. Wrong lighter. Let's see if it has any gas left in it. Hey, look at that. Yes. Two lighters in one. Yes. I'll email it in about an hour. But you got to look like men. Get men's clothing on you. Get a man's body on you. Get a man's voice in you. Get a man's walk in you. Get a man's talk in you. Get balls. That comes with the whole fucking package. And you got it all. You'll get it all. And get to GaryBrodsky.com. That will show you the way. Testimonials, get them in quick. You've got 8 minutes. Okay. I'll enjoy the cigarette while you guys get the stuff in. Ah, smoke in the eye. I hate that. Another fucked up Popeye version. Popeye smoked. Yeah. I remember the first fist fight I ever had. I was a kid. I said Popeye walked like this. He said, no, he walked like this. That was a fight. He won. He was still wrong. No, seriously. I wasn't upset that I lost the fight. I was upset that he wouldn't recognize that Popeye didn't walk like this. He walked like this. And then I realized when I got older that some of the episodes he walked like this, some he walked like that. Stupid story, but nonetheless, that's what trying to be right would get you. Your ass kicked. Because whether you're right or wrong, it doesn't matter. Whether you win or lose does. And if you lose, big deal, you get up there again. You know, this is sort of like, I know this. I always tell people, just go into your contacts. You got a girl's phone number in there somewhere. And text her. And ask for sex. See what's going to happen. Now, I'm just looking at my contacts here. And I know the skankiest one, drug abuser, will say yes. That was the first one that came up. But just try that. And if you say yes and you don't like it, you don't have to show up. There's no law that says you have to show up. Bo Johnson coming in late. Always with something very, very peaceful and calm to say. The New World Order is a bunch of inbred satanic whores. Whoever needs to tell to go to hell, which is where they're going anyway. And live your life like a real man, doing real manly things so you can be happy, even, and then you can bring everybody else up in the process. He's absolutely right. Well, on that note, everybody, I'll finish a cigarette in my last round for questions. And they're there. Garrett, did you go to church? Yes, I did. I didn't. It was enjoyable. Like extended family in a spiritual way. Yeah. Actually, I hate to say this, church is a great place to meet women. At least they believe in something greater than themselves, which is very rare to find a woman today. So I think you should find a quality woman, but while you're looking, you know. Okay, that's it. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. I will see you on the Wednesday show, radio show. And if you don't know where it is, well, you'll be getting an email. So sign up, if you have not already, to GaryBrodsky.com, and you will get a free ebook. It's a great one, too. You'll laugh your ass off, and you know how to pick up women. Just for signing up. Thank you, everybody, and good night, and happy Easter.